All right, here's the Massachusetts native Calvin Kattar trying to work his way back into featherweight title contender. A lot of people felt like Calvin Kattar was going to be the first guy out of Boston to break through and win a world title. The Max Holloway fight a few years ago was an appreciable setback, but we saw Kattar take some time off, methodically rebuild himself, and now he finds himself in another huge spot tonight. Is Calvin Kattar still elite? Some answers here in short order. So as this confident young fighter makes his walk to the octagon, you can be sure his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because once I get him down, I know I can keep him there, potentially for the duration of the round, if not the fight. This guy's top game is scary good, and it's not just about getting you down, keeping you there, using the body weight effectively so that you can't get up or use a hip escape. This guy will sap your willpower with the best of them, and more often than not, guys just have to give up and wait for the round to end. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion. And he believes that tonight, it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas today. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. For the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Calvin Kattar. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, Diego Lopes!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, round getting underway here, and let us see what Calvin Kattar has to offer the opposition. You know about the jab, you know about the striking credentials, and largely his strategy in this fight is rooted in that. Touching it, not necessarily going for the kill shot, moving the feet, lateral movement, distance management. All of those are strengths and traits of the striking game of Calvin Kattar and figure to be advantages for him in this particular matchup. Rips the body there.
Oh, nice takedown defense. He's got the single collar tie. Lands a switch.
So both guys landing it well here. Good action early.
Really high pace too. It's a really high striking pace for these two.
Head kick attempt, it's blocked. Lands a nice jab there. Right now they separate. There's that body shot. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Man, that's a stinging jab. You can tell he's been boxing his whole life.
Yeah, and I mean, it's popping over and over. He's throwing it, and he's a boxer, so he throws it from a little bit of a different stance. So it's not something the MMA fighter is used to seeing.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this...
Darce choke the tip here.
All right, looks like that Darce is tight.
Oh, my goodness, he's getting it tight.
Oh, he got out.
He got out and defended. John, I thought it was over. I thought it was done. It was so tight. It was deep. They were hip to hip. I thought the fight was done. Great job and awareness by this young man to defend that Darce choke.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by Kattar, making all these shots count.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to be.
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
Second round, straight ahead.
Aí, senta aí, respira, relaxa. Sim, muito bom, fez muito bom nesse round, ok? Seu chute tá indo muito bem, ok? Your strikes are good.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
Good punch lands.
Strong hook lands. He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Work, come on.
Nice transition. Now into his mouth.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Kattar's in half guard. Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
North-south position now. Perhaps the crowd will get its collective mind out of the gutter. Man, doesn't take a lot of these kicks to produce redness. Look at the left side of his body there. Nasty. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Nice shot there by the champ. Getting him out here.
Kattar's in half guard now. All right, side control now.
That was nice.
Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, outstanding round. Do you believe it? Another 5 minutes coming up.
All right, take a seat, relaxa, respira. Look, you're being overly aggressive right now, okay? You're being way too hyper on this fight. I need you to calm down.
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, flying knee to the head. That strike blocked by Calvin Kattar. Oh, he got tagged something fierce there. Great combination. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. Oh, massive kick. Everything behind it. Well, the most significant stat in this fight has been body strikes, and at times in the past, maybe you could say he's been a headhunter, but tonight he has worked the body to great effect, and those are really starting to take their toll. Well, looks like he's trying to set up the takedown. There's the attempt.
Nice, solid punch lands.
Got the single collar tie. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Takedown defense holds up. Kattar gets up, and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground, he wants to take this fight back to the feet.
Put your hands up higher, come on.
Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already. And DC, I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
Kattar's swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. Seconds left. Oh, lands a nice straight. That is it!
Oh, my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC champion of the world, Diego Lopes!
All right, so the path to UFC featherweight golden glory still goes through this man, and after watching that knockout here tonight in defense of his title,